Hi, this is Nell with Joyous Garden, and today I'm going to talk about how I've pruned this Weeping Pussy Willow. It came as a little mail order plant. It was only about this big. It already was in tree form, and it took a while to grow. It wasn't growing very much at all, but now it is starting to grow taller just because I've been trying to force it up that way, and it grows very densely, so I've thinned it out also. It tends to cover the ground too, so I keep it up off of the ground a bit. And as you can see, it's starting to put out some right there. It's the end of March here. I'm just south of San Francisco, so it's gonna put out these pussy willows first, and then it'll put out the foliage, and then it gets quite dense with foliage, so it's nice to keep it a little bit thinned out. But this is a good time to see it because as you can see what the trunk structure of it is. Ooh, here's a little foliage coming out there, and it was really leaning. This is a very windy area. It's only about 7 blocks from the beach, so it gets a lot of wind here. So it had started to lean quite a bit, and so it had to be re-staked up. And this is about as straight as we can get it now, but it really is a beautiful plant, and it's getting a gorgeous form to it. But it does take some pruning and some training to get it this way. And this plant doesn't get any fertilizer. It does get composting because this garden does get composted. But this is an area of the garden where the water kind of tends to run down a little bit anyway, because pussy willows get moist. It doesn't get any more water than any of the other plants in the garden. It's just how it naturally drains into here. But it really is a nice plant to have in the corner because the house is up there, so it does look at this plant, and visually it's very pleasing, and it is really nice to have some of those sort of specimen focal plants in the garden to look at. We also call this plant Cousin It because it reminds us of Cousin It. On the Munsters, it has that kind of funny mop-like shape to it, so the client really enjoys this plant. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the blog post that's going to go along with this at joyousgarden.com or at Garden Gluttony, and I look forward to seeing you next time.